Hey everyone, welcome back to Urban Pro Wrestling. This is on UPW Radio. Ryan Quill, Truman Hudson III. I'm very excited for these guys to go at it June 26th, and we have them here today for this press conference. So, gentlemen, how are you guys doing?
Good. How about yourself?
Doing all right, Truman?
Doing solid, doing all right.
All righty. So let's get right into this, shall we? My first question is, I don't believe you guys are familiar with each other. As far as I've looked at you guys' match archives, I don't think you guys are. So with that being said, what was the preparation going into this match so far?
Preparation. Right here, baby. Protein shakes every single day. We're on a high protein diet. We're not focused on calories. As long as we're reaching 150 grams of protein, we're strong. We're going in strong. I'm going Unleashed with the best mind that I've got. I want to go to Unleashed with the best body that I've got. And I think that Ryan, I think I've seen his matches. He's got the athleticism. He's got the character, but he's not TH3. So hopefully we can see the truth come out with him. Hopefully we can see him bring his A game. Hopefully we can see him bring it all.
Appreciate you. Yeah, man. Hope that TH3 brings his A game as well because, I'm a wild card, man. Most people here in Florida haven't seen me work before. I'm doing everything I can, working out in the gym, training at, the wrestling ring, and just getting my head right, man. I'm willing to do whatever it takes to get that W on the 26th. So, bring that A game. We're going to need it.
I will. That's for sure.
So to, follow that up again, and kind of more so for Ryan here, you haven't necessarily wrestled in Florida that much. So to a lot of people, you're kind of like, no offense, but the new kid, in town, so to speak. More popular on the West Coast for sure. Your matches on the West Coast, most of them are instant classics when people have seen them. How do you kind of, prepare to kind of be in a little bit of a hostile environment? Florida's not really prone to you yet.
Man, it's been a hostile environment since I started in this industry 7 years ago. I have done everything in my power to get my head right so that these fans don't affect me if it's a hostile environment. I can go out there and I could be the nicest, sweetest person in the world, but I've had the whole crowd turn on me a few times now. It's nothing new to me, man. It's nothing new at all.
To add to that too, you mentioned your experience, and when it comes to your opponent, definitely you have way more experience than Truman. No offense. So do you feel that kind of gives you the edge over someone who, not to be rude, maybe inexperienced to a certain degree when it comes to your guys' experience levels?
Man, I never like to say that I'm more experienced than anybody because it could be, somebody who's only been doing it for 6 months that's better than me. So, I think we're on an even playing field here right now.
Truman, do you have anything to add to that, or?
With my new lease on life, with some recent events, I can definitely say that I'm trying to humble myself and trying to learn as much as possible. And I think with someone with, his years, we are not on the same wavelength in different things. Let's just be honest. I mean, I'm TH3 and he's Ryan Quill. We're completely different men, completely different lives, completely different age groups. We are completely different. But that does not mean we can't bring the same athleticism. That does not mean we can bring the same vigor, the same fight that people are looking for on June 29th at Unleashed in Daytona Beach, Florida. So you ask me these questions for Ryan Quill. I don't know. I've never faced someone who's been, in his position. So we'll just have to see. We'll have to see.
So actually, both you guys are tenured and traveled to a certain degree. Well, for one, Truman, for you being, traveling to, I believe it was India, right?
Dubai.
Dubai. And being on one of their shows,
right?
And Ryan all over the United States. So, in your travels, what do you think that you, in terms of like, what do you think is your most important, your biggest edge that you have over your opponent?
My biggest edge personally is I've seen the international circuit. I've seen what the UK has to offer with my opponents that I've matched up with off the camera in Dubai. I've seen what Dubai has to offer. I've seen what majority of the Middle East has to offer. I've trained with people from all over the world, from Chile to Mexico to Japan to the United States. So I've seen it all. I've seen majority of it all. But I don't have that national backing. I've not seen everyone from the national circuit. I'm still relatively a Florida wrestler. So I think that Ryan's going to have that advantage on me when it comes to knowing more of the United States crowd, because I'm a little bit disconnected. My mind is so set on the overseas that going into this, I have to figure out how am I going to portray my message, to portray the truth, to portray my goal when it comes to going against Ryan.
All right, all right. Well, I think that my working in the States has definitely prepared me for this match for sure. I've worked with so many stars here in the US that I think I'm ready for this. I've learned enough, I've done enough to have that advantage and that experience level to be able to take this match and run with it and give it the national attention that it deserves.
For my next one, stylistically, when this match was announced, you guys have very similar styles in the ring, and I wanted to know, do you think that that's kind of a bad thing, so to speak, just because you guys don't have the same arsenal, but the amount of counters to each other's moves, I think, is going to be very frequent when you guys fight each other. So do you feel that may be a bad thing or a good thing, or do you think maybe it's going to make you become more innovative?
I have trained with the best of the best. I've trained with numerous people from various generations. I've trained with people that are currently on TV. I've trained with people that are going to be on TV. Hell, even myself going to be on TV in the future. And seeing all these different faces, the one thing is the various styles, the styles of which I've meshed well with, and the ones that I haven't meshed well with. Either way, at the end of the day, the matches, we learn something from each other. And I think I'm going to learn something from Ryan. And most importantly, I'm going to learn something about TH3. So I don't care that he has a similar style than me. At the end of the day, there's going to be a lesson learned. A crowd's going to see something, and then most importantly, I'm going to see something in myself that's going to help me become a better person and a better wrestler, most importantly.
Yeah, I would have to agree with you there. I have trained with people that are on TV. I've trained with people with multiple different styles and same styles as myself. I've wrestled monsters. I've wrestled people who are now on a big circuit or, even world champions, if you really want to get honest with each other here. I think, honestly, though, us having a similar style is going to make it more of a spectacular match for the fans that are going to be in attendance.
Yeah. I mean, if you watch matches and I'm not saying we are anywhere close just yet to Benoit or Guerrero. I mean, these guys had a similar style, and we're seeing their matches, seeing their intensity, seeing their aggression. I hope to get the same out of you. I hope to get the same out of myself, most importantly.
Oh, for sure, man. For sure. I will bring it for you. I promise.
My next one, and this is kind of I've actually never got to ask this before, not to look past each other. There's a lot of guys on this roster. A lot of championships. I remember when I first got to talk to you guys, what were the goals? Do you feel this match helps you align to get to the goals you want to get to?
Well, in order to help UPW become one of the best independent promotions in Florida and one of the best independent promotions in the US, you have to have a good match. You have to have two guys, two women, whatever the mix-up you want it to be. You have to have those people that can make that promotion. And I think that I have the opportunity on June 29th at Unleashed to make UPW just that promotion. You said let's not look past us. Let's look at the other people on the roster. I'm going to have an opportunity to step with the other people on the roster in that ring at some point. But the most important thing is chapter 1. There is no chapter 2 without chapter 1. So let's close out chapter 1 first, and then we'll find out the rest of the story.
Exactly. You hit the nail right on the head. Chapter 1 is always the most important starting point. And honestly, I'm really excited for this chapter 1. I think it's going to be something special for UPW. I think it's going to be something special for the fans that are going to be in attendance on June 26th in Daytona. I think this match is going to be special for the two of us. I think it's definitely going to be a highlight in our careers.
I have 2 more left in this one. You know, assuming Ryan, you win this match, and assuming Truman or you win this match, is there anyone you look forward to facing next?
Man,
You go for it, brother.
appreciate you, man. You know, man, honestly, I look forward to wrestling anybody and everybody on the roster. So I can't just go out there and name one specific person at this point. You know, TH3 is definitely going to be on that list, though, at this point.
And same with you, Ryan. I mean, that's watching your tapes on YouTube and studying you. I can't wait to go against you, but I do have my eyes set on one particular man, and that's Remy. Remy is someone who at the beginning of my career, when I was just doing camera work, when I was still training my ass off day in and day out, which I continue to do, but those initial days, those laying the foundation, I saw him as someone who had similar goals than me, although we're on different points in life, me still being younger and him still young, but having more of a tenure, more of an experience in life and in wrestling as a whole. I definitely see us having a good match, and hell, maybe even a triple threat down the line of Ryan, Remy, and TH3. There's so many things that can be done, so many things that can be said, but the only thing we can do is wait. So on June 26th, because I get my 9s and 6s mixed up, we're going to make sure that we put on the best match that we possibly can to tell the best story that we possibly can.
And my last one, do you guys have any last words for each other?
Good luck. Good luck.
Thank you. Thank you. Good luck to you as well. You're going to need it.
Alrighty. So with that being said, everybody, in a very peaceful press conference, we need to have more like these. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Get your tickets now for June 26th at the Yvonne, Scarlet, Golden Cultural and Educational Center. That is a mouthful. And Daytona Beach, Florida, 1000 Vine Street. It's going to be on Eventbrite. Just literally type in UPW Unleashed June 26 ticks/Eventbrite, and it's going to take you right there. We also have the link on our website at this point. We have it on our Instagram website link and everything like that. We post it all the time. Get your tickets. You don't want to miss this big event. It's a YouTube TV taping for 2 shows. 2 shows. Championships on the line. We're crowning champions. We're making history. Wins and losses. Who's going 1-0? Who's going 0-1? So with that being said, everybody, thank you guys again. We can't wait to see you in Daytona Beach, Florida on June 26th.